Hey Switch fans, welcome back to SwitchTop. I'm excited to share the top 20 upcoming games that are going to make your Nintendo Switch even more amazing. These games are coming soon, and trust me, you're going to want to keep an eye on every single one. Let's jump right into our countdown. Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. The beloved puzzle-solving professor is back with a brand new adventure set in a steampunk world filled with mechanical wonders and mysterious inventions. You'll follow Professor Layton as he investigates strange events in a city powered by Steam technology, meeting new characters and uncovering secrets that threaten this industrial paradise. The game keeps the classic Layton formula. You'll solve hundreds of brain-teasing puzzles ranging from logic problems to riddles while exploring beautifully hand-drawn locations. The story unfolds through gorgeous animated cutscenes and conversations with quirky townspeople who each have their own puzzles to challenge you with. Combat isn't the focus here. Instead, you'll use your wit and observation skills to progress through the mystery. The touch controls work perfectly on Switch, making puzzle solving feel natural whether you're playing docked or in handheld mode. SHINOBI, Art of Vengeance. This revival of the classic ninja action series puts you in control of a skilled shinobi warrior seeking revenge against those who destroyed his clan. The story follows ancient traditions of honor and betrayal as you uncover the truth behind your family's massacre while fighting through modern and feudal Japan settings. The gameplay blends traditional side-scrolling action with modern combat mechanics. You'll use katanas, throwing stars, and ninja magic to defeat enemies in fast-paced battles. Wall running, stealth kills, and acrobatic moves let you approach fights in different ways, whether you want to strike from the shadows or face enemies head-on. Boss battles require you to learn attack patterns and use your full arsenal of ninja skills. The game features multiple difficulty levels and unlockable abilities that change how you play. With its smooth 60 FPS action and responsive controls, this feels like a proper return to form for the legendary SHINOBI series.
To the Overlord.
No Sleep for Kaname Date. This mystery thriller follows Detective Kaname Date as he investigates a series of bizarre cases that blur the line between dreams and reality. When people start experiencing shared nightmares that affect the real world, Date must enter these dream worlds to solve crimes and uncover a conspiracy that threatens everyone's sanity. The game mixes visual novel storytelling with puzzle solving and exploration elements. You'll investigate crime scenes, interview suspects, and piece together clues during the day, then dive into surreal dream sequences at night, where normal rules don't apply. The Dream World sections feature unique mechanics, like manipulating time, gravity, and logic to progress through mind-bending environments. Character relationships and dialogue choices affect how the story unfolds, with multiple endings based on your decisions. The art style shifts between realistic detective work and abstract dream imagery, creating a unique atmosphere that keeps you guessing what's real and what's fantasy.
What is this? Oh? So if we find something it fits into, we might be able to use it.
I guess we'll need Ota to help Iris escape.
Tamagotchi Plaza. Remember those little digital pets from the 90s? Tamagotchi Plaza brings that experience to Switch in a big way, letting you raise and care for multiple Tamagotchi creatures in a colorful virtual town. The story revolves around building a thriving community where your digital pets can live, play, and interact with each other while you help them grow and evolve into different forms. The core gameplay involves feeding, playing with, and caring for your Tamagotchi friends. But now you can also decorate their homes, set up shops, and create a bustling plaza filled with activities. Minigames earn you points to buy new items, food, and decorations, while building relationships between your pets unlocks new evolution paths and special events. The real-time element means your Tamagotchi continue living even when you're not playing, though the Switch version is more forgiving than the original toys. With online features letting you visit other players' plazas and trade items, this expands the simple pet care concept into a full social experience. Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. Based on the popular anime and manga series, this fighting game lets you control characters from the Hunter x Hunter universe as they battle using their unique Nen abilities in tournament-style combat. The story mode follows key arcs from the series, letting fans experience major battles and character moments while newcomers can learn about this complex world of hunters, supernatural powers, and dangerous adventures. Combat revolves around the Nen system. Each character has different types of psychic abilities that determine their fighting style, from enhancing physical attacks to creating complex strategies strategies and traps. You'll build combos using light and heavy attacks combined with character-specific Nen techniques that can turn the tide of battle. The game features both single-player story campaigns and multiplayer battles with online and local play options. Special moves are animated with flashy effects that recreate iconic moments from the anime. With a roster covering fan-favorite characters and their signature abilities, this aims to be the definitive Hunter x Hunter fighting game experience for both anime fans and fighting game enthusiasts. Shadow Labyrinth is a mysterious adventure game where you explore an ever-changing maze filled with creatures made of living darkness. The story begins when you're pulled into a strange realm where shadows have gained consciousness, and the only way out is to reach the center of an impossible labyrinth that shifts and changes as you move through it. The main mechanic involves manipulating light and shadow to solve puzzles and reveal hidden paths. You can cast shadows to create platforms, use light sources to dispel dark barriers, or hide in shadows to avoid dangerous shadow creatures. Each area of the labyrinth has different rules and challenges, keeping the puzzle solving fresh as you progress deeper. The game features atmospheric exploration with minimal combat, focusing instead on environmental storytelling and clever use of lighting effects. Your choices about which paths to take and how to solve puzzles affect how the labyrinth changes, meaning multiple playthroughs can reveal new secrets and alternate routes to the mysterious center.
Don't just defeat enemies. Consume them.
Hades 2, the highly anticipated sequel to the indie hit, brings back the addictive roguelike formula while putting you in control of Milanoe, daughter of Hades, as she fights to save her family from a mysterious threat that has invaded the underworld. This time, you'll battle your way up from the depths rather than trying to escape, using magic and weapons to fight through procedurally generated levels filled with mythological enemies. The combat system expands on the original with new weapon types and magical abilities that complement Milanoe's supernatural powers, while the signature boon system returns with Greek gods offering different upgrades for each run. Between attempts, you'll return to a hub area where ongoing conversations with a cast of mythological characters gradually reveal more about the story and your mission. The art style maintains the gorgeous, hand-drawn look of the original, while the music and voice acting continue the high production values that made Hades so special. With new areas to explore, fresh mechanics to master, and the same tight gameplay loop that made the first game irresistible, this promises to be another masterpiece.
About ready to give in?
No, I was born for this.
You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch.
Okay, if I call you witch like that?
My time at Evershine. This cozy life simulation game takes you to the magical floating city of Evershine, where you'll build a new life as an inventor and adventurer in a world powered by crystal technology and airships. The story follows your journey from newcomer to respected citizen as you help solve the city's problems and uncover the mysteries behind its ancient floating magic. The gameplay combines crafting, farming, relationship building, and dungeon exploration in a relaxing but engaging loop. You'll gather materials, craft tools and machines, grow crops in sky gardens, and build relationships with the colorful residents through daily conversations and quests. The crafting system lets you create everything from simple tools to complex magical devices, while dungeon exploration provides rare materials and exciting adventures outside the peaceful city. Time passes naturally as you plan your days around different activities, seasonal events, and personal goals. With its beautiful art style, charming characters, and freedom to play at your own pace, this offers the perfect escape into a magical world where every day brings new possibilities. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. The beloved farming simulation series returns with a focus on community commerce, as you inherit a farm near a once thriving marketplace that's fallen on hard times. Your mission is to revive both your family's farm and the nearby Grand Bazaar by growing quality crops, raising animals, and participating in the weekly market that brings the whole community together. The farming mechanics combine traditional crop growing and animal care with new market management elements. You'll need to plan what to grow, when to harvest, and how to price your goods to to maximize profits and customer satisfaction. The Bazaar serves as both a social hub and gameplay focus, where building relationships with other vendors, customers, and townspeople affects your success and unlocks new opportunities. Seasonal festivals, cooking competitions, and community events provide goals beyond just making money, while romance options let you build deeper relationships with potential partners. The game maintains the series' relaxing pace and charming art style, while adding enough new mechanics to keep longtime fans engaged and newcomers invested in rebuilding this virtual community.
I, for one, can't wait to see how that little farm changes and grows. I took one step in this town.
Wild Hearts S revolutionizes monster hunting games by combining massive creature battles with advanced building mechanics in a fantasy world where nature and technology clash. You play as a hunter in an ancient land where giant beasts called kemono have been corrupted by technological parasites, and you must use both traditional weapons and improvised contraptions called karakuri to defeat them and restore balance to nature. The core gameplay revolves around hunting these massive creatures using a variety of weapons from katanas to bows, but what sets it apart is the karakuri system that lets you build structures, traps, and tools during battle using materials gathered from the environment. You can construct walls for defense, springs for mobility, or complex machines that help in specific fight situations, adding a strategic layer to the action-oriented combat. The world features diverse environments from bamboo forests to snowy mountains, each home to different kemono species that require unique strategies to defeat. Co-op multiplayer lets you team up with friends to tackle the toughest hunts, sharing resources and coordinating karakuri builds to overcome challenges that would be impossible alone.
They have adjusted weapon balance and armor parameters, making it easier to tackle the tougher bosses early on. Beasts will now escape less often, and the way they react to damage has been fine-tuned. So it isn't a massive upgrade, it's more of a re-release for the Switch 2, but if you are looking...
VARLET is a fantasy action RPG where you play as a thief who accidentally steals a cursed artifact that grants incredible powers but also attracts dangerous enemies from across the realm. The story follows your journey from petty criminal to reluctant hero as you try to break the curse while being hunted by monsters, bounty hunters, and magical creatures who want the artifact for themselves. The gameplay mixes stealth mechanics with fast-paced combat. You can sneak past enemies, pickpocket valuable items, or fight your way through using the artifact's dark magic abilities. The curse system is really interesting because using your powers makes you stronger but also makes enemies more aggressive and attracts bigger threats to your location. You'll explore various towns and dungeons, taking on heist missions, solving puzzles, and upgrading your thieving skills. The game features multiple paths through each area, letting you choose between stealth approaches or direct confrontation based on your playstyle and the situation.
よそ見は良くない。ちょっとおとなしくしててもらおう。こいつでどうだ。見え見えだぜ。
魔法少女の真の力。
Terminator 2D No Fate. This side-scrolling action game brings the Terminator franchise to 2D with intense combat and time travel mechanics that let you fight in both the future war and present day. The story follows the classic Terminator timeline where you play as both human resistance fighters in the apocalyptic future and present-day characters trying to prevent Judgment Day from happening. The gameplay switches between two time periods with different mechanics. Future levels focus on guerrilla warfare against Skynet's machines, using improvised weapons and tactics, while present-day missions involve more traditional run-and-gun action with modern weapons. The unique feature is the temporal mechanic, where actions in one time period affect the other, so destroying a Skynet facility in the future might change weapon availability in the past. You'll fight iconic Terminator enemies like hunter killers and endoskeletons while using cover, stealth, and explosive weapons to survive. The pixel art style captures the dark, gritty atmosphere of the films while the gameplay stays true to the franchise's themes of survival against overwhelming odds. Hollow Knight Silksong. The long-awaited sequel to the indie masterpiece puts you in control of Hornet, the deadly princess protector from the first game, as she awakens in a strange new kingdom called Farloom and must fight her way to the top of its towering citadel. The story follows Hornet as she discovers this new realm filled with silk-spinning spiders, deadly hunters, and ancient mysteries while trying to understand why she was brought here and what role she's meant to play. The gameplay builds on Hollow Knight's precise combat and exploration, but with Hornet's unique abilities. She uses her needle and thread for both combat and traversal, creating a faster and more aggressive playstyle than the original Knight. You'll dash through the air, bind enemies with silk, and perform acrobatic moves that make movement feel incredibly fluid and satisfying. The world is designed vertically, with multiple layers to explore, hidden secrets to uncover, and challenging boss fights that require mastering Hornet's full moveset. With over 150 new enemies, dozens of new areas, and the same beautiful hand-drawn art style, this promises to be everything fans loved about the original, but bigger and better. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. This collection brings back two of the most beloved skateboarding games ever made, with modern graphics, improved controls, and all the classic tricks that made these games legendary. The story mode follows professional skaters as they compete in various locations around the world, completing objectives like collecting letters, performing specific tricks, and achieving high scores within time limits. The gameplay is pure arcade skateboarding at its finest. You'll chain together kickflips, grinds, and manual balances to build massive combo scores while exploring iconic levels from airports to skate parks. The trick system is easy to learn but incredibly deep, letting beginners pull off basic moves while offering advanced players the tools to create mind-blowing combo lines. Each skater has their own special moves and stats, and you can customize everything from their appearance to their skateboard setup. The game features both single-player career modes and multiplayer competitions, plus a robust level editor that lets you create and share your own skate parks. With its perfect blend of accessibility and depth, this collection captures the pure joy of skateboarding video games.
Grinds into manuals, back into grinds, and chasing that ever-elusive higher score while flying around the map trying to fill out skate. After a few minutes of tripping over myself in a comically over-the-top way, the controls quickly came back to me and I was flying around suburbia.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. This revival of the legendary action series brings back the brutal difficulty and lightning-fast combat that made Ninja Gaiden famous, following a new ninja warrior on a quest for revenge against the demons who destroyed his village. The story centers on ancient clan rivalries and supernatural threats as you uncover a conspiracy involving demon lords and corrupted ninja clans while seeking to master forbidden techniques. The gameplay is all about precision combat with katanas, throwing weapons, and ninja magic. Every enemy encounter is a deadly dance where one mistake can end your life instantly. You'll wall run, perform acrobatic attacks, and chain together brutal combos while managing limited healing items and ammunition. The game features multiple difficulty levels, but even the easiest setting demands skill and timing to survive. Boss battles are epic encounters against massive demons and rival ninjas that require learning attack patterns and exploiting brief openings. With its 60 FPS action, responsive controls, and the series' signature blend of platforming and combat, this aims to recapture what made the original game so special while modernizing the experience for new players. Tales of the Shire. This cozy life simulation game takes place in the Shire from the Lord of the Rings, letting you live the peaceful life of a hobbit in the beautiful countryside of Middle-earth. The story follows your custom hobbit character as they move to a new village and build relationships with neighbors while participating in seasonal festivals, community events, and the simple pleasures of hobbit life. The gameplay focuses on farming, cooking, crafting, and socializing rather than combat or adventure. You'll grow vegetables in your garden, prepare elaborate meals for friends, friends and decorate your hobbit hole with furniture and treasures. The cooking system is particularly detailed, letting you follow traditional hobbit recipes and host dinner parties that strengthen friendships and unlock new story content. You'll also explore the surrounding countryside, fish in peaceful streams, and participate in hobbit traditions like market days and harvest celebrations. The game captures the warm, welcoming atmosphere of Tolkien's Shire with beautiful visuals and a relaxing pace that makes every day feel like a small adventure in community and friendship.
Earth can be yours. Customize your appearance, decorate your home, and settle into life in the Shire. As a newcomer to the little haven of Bywater, you'll befriend your neighbors, work together to solve problems, and even share a meal. Or 3.
Little Nightmares 3. The third entry in this dark puzzle platformer series introduces cooperative gameplay as you control 2 new characters, Lo and Alone, who must work together to escape a nightmarish world filled with grotesque monsters and twisted environments. The story follows these 2 friends as they journey through the Nowhere, a realm where childhood fears come to life and giant adults hunt small children in disturbing scenarios that blend horror with dark fairy tale imagery. The co-op mechanics are central to gameplay. One player might distract a monster while the other solves a puzzle, or both must coordinate to operate large machinery or reach high platforms. Playing solo lets you switch between characters or have AI control your partner, but the experience is designed around teamwork and communication. The environments tell stories without words through visual details and environmental puzzles that require observation and creative thinking. Each area features different types of threats and challenges, from stealth sections where you hide from patrolling enemies to physics puzzles that require precise timing and cooperation. The art style maintains the series' unique blend of beautiful and disturbing imagery that creates an unforgettable atmosphere. Pokemon Legends ZA. This follow-up to Pokemon Legends Arceus takes place in the iconic Kalos region, focusing on the redevelopment of Lumiose City as you help create the ultimate urban environment where Pokemon and humans can live together in harmony. The story involves time travel and urban planning as you work to transform Lumiose City across different time periods, making decisions that affect how the city develops and which Pokemon species thrive in the urban environment. The gameplay builds on Legends Arceus with improved catching mechanics, real-time battles, and expanded exploration, but adds city-building elements where you help design parks, residential areas, and Pokemon habitats. You'll research Pokemon behavior in urban settings, complete requests from citizens, and discover how different species adapt to city life. The game promises to feature Mega Evolution, bringing back the popular mechanic from the original Kalos games with new Mega forms and enhanced battle strategies. With its focus on human-Pokemon coexistence and urban development, this offers a fresh take on the Pokemon formula that combines exploration, research, and city planning into one unique experience.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumiose City with enhanced
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. These classic RPGs that started one of gaming's most beloved franchises get a stunning visual makeover using the HD 2D art style that combines 2D sprites with 3D environments and lighting effects. The first game tells the simple but timeless story of a hero's quest to rescue a princess and defeat the Dragon Lord, while the second game expands the scope with multiple party members and a larger world to explore. The gameplay preserves the classic turn-based combat and exploration that defined early JRPGs, but with modern quality of life improvements like faster battle animations, improved inventory management, and optional difficulty adjustments. You'll explore towns, dungeons, and overworld maps while fighting monsters, leveling up, and collecting better equipment in the time-tested RPG formula that influenced countless games. The HD 2D visual style brings new life to these retro adventures with gorgeous lighting effects, detailed animations, and environments that look like living paintings. These remakes serve as perfect entry points for newcomers to experience gaming history while giving longtime fans a beautiful new way to revisit the games that started it all. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. The long-awaited return of the Metroid Prime series brings Samus Aran back to first-person exploration and combat in what promises to be the most ambitious entry yet in Nintendo's sci-fi franchise. While story details remain mysterious, the game continues Samus's adventures as an intergalactic bounty hunter exploring alien worlds, uncovering ancient mysteries, and battling space pirates and other threats across the galaxy. The gameplay combines first-person shooting with platforming and puzzle solving as Samus uses her iconic arm cannon, morph ball, and various suit upgrades to navigate complex environments and defeat enemies. The scanning mechanic returns, letting you analyze environments and enemies to uncover lore and tactical information that helps solve puzzles and find hidden passages. Each new ability Samus gains opens up previously inaccessible areas, creating the satisfying sense of progression that defines the Metroidvania genre. The game runs on new technology that promises to deliver the series' signature atmospheric exploration with improved visuals, sound design, and controls that take full advantage of the Switch hardware. After years of waiting, this represents Nintendo's biggest exclusive release and the return of one of gaming's most beloved heroines.
As she explores the planet,
These are the 20 upcoming Switch games that have me absolutely hyped for the future of Nintendo's console. From indie darlings to major first-party exclusives, there's something here for every type of gamer. Which of these games are you most excited about? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming game coverage. Thanks for watching SwitchTop, and I'll catch you in the next video.